I just moved into a brand new place, and with Black Friday finally here, I thought there is no better time for me to start my new studio from scratch using FIFINE gear that you can actually grab on sale right now. If you're planning to upgrade your setup, whether for streaming, content creation, or podcasting, I'll show you exactly how I'm putting together a clean and functional studio using some of FIFINE's best gear. This is the FIFINE Tank 6, my main mic in the new studio. It's a USB and XLR dynamic microphone which gives me total flexibility. I can plug this in straight to my PC right now or switch it up to XLR once my audio chain's ready. Now let's see what we get inside the box of the FIFINE Tank 6. We get our usual user manual. And of course, we have our Tank 6 mic, which feels very premium. It feels very heavy. We have our knobs right here for our volume, both for our monitor and our mic itself. And of course, our one-touch mute button right here. And as I mentioned, this is an XLR and also a USB dynamic microphone. And if you're going to buy this, you actually need to have either a stand or a boom arm because it doesn't have any. And we also have quite a significant length for our USB to USB-C. And actually, it's also a convertible to USB-C to USB-C, which is nice. The sound from the Tank 6 is super clean and warm, and since it's dynamic, it naturally cuts out background noise, which is actually perfect for the kind of room that we have right now, which doesn't have any soundproofing yet. And as I mentioned earlier, you have onboard controls for your gain and your monitor, as well as a dedicated mute button at the back, which turns red and green once you press it so you know if you are on mute or not. The build quality is all metal and is very premium. If you're building your first studio or upgrading your mic this Black Friday, this is a killer deal. It's an all-rounder that can grow with your setup. Next up is the FIFINE SC8, the brain of the entire setup. This is the interface that powers the audio for your mic, your headphones, and your PC. Let's see what we get inside the box. When we open up the box for the SC8, of course, we get our manual. We also have our SC8 module itself. So this is quite big if you compare it to our SC3 that we have before. If you want to see the video for that SC3, I will link it up right over here. So as you can see, this one is quite big. I think it's double the size of the SC3, but I like the way how this looks and how it will look in our setup right over here. In the box, we also have, I think this is a 3.5mm aux cable, and of course our USB-C cable right over here for connection and power to our PC. It has all the inputs that you need for your microphone, headset, and your auxiliary in, and it also has a toggle switch if you're using a condenser microphone or a dynamic microphone. And if you're using condenser microphones, it also has a 48 volts phantom power that will help your condenser microphone to remove all those hiss and interference on your microphone. It has all the different stuff that you will need for your gains in microphone, the auxiliary, and even the output. And it also has a priority knob right here if you want to prioritize your game sounds or your voice for the chat. It also has a built-in voice changer right over here, which is kind of fun to use. And we have different custom sound effects that we can save in these buttons right over here. We also have our EQ 7.1, and if we want to use our mic monitor, we have a button dedicated for that here as well. For me, I love that the SC8 gives me full control of my inputs and outputs when it comes to audio, and it even gives me some bonus features like the voice changer and our custom sound effects buttons right over here, which is a lot of fun to use. If you're upgrading your audio setup this Black Friday, grab this one early. This turns your mic setup from good to studio level. Now let's talk about monitoring, because if you can hear what you're recording accurately, nothing else matters. These are the H8 headphones from FIFINE. Let's see what we have inside the box. Of course, again, you have your user manual. And you have the H8 headset. You can get this in black or white. I got the white to match in our setup right over here. And of course, we have our cables for our 3.5 aux or the more traditional size for the connectivity in our headset. They're closed back, lightweight, and most importantly, tuned flat, or what they call balanced sound quality, meaning you hear exactly what you have recorded. No boosted lows or harsh highs. And that's what makes mixing and editing more reliable. They're super comfortable for long sessions, and the detachable cables is actually a nice touch. For creators and editors, this is an easy pickup. Balanced sound, good build, great value. Another Black Friday deal that is actually hard to beat. Alright, now for the part that everyone tends to forget until it's too late. The mic stand. This is the FIFINE BS1, a weighted desk stand that's perfect if you want to have a clean, low-profile setup. Let's see what we got in the box. So when we open this box, we also have a manual, very simple one compared to the others. And of course, we have our weighted base right over here and our mic stand. Remember I told you that the Tank 6 that we are using doesn't actually have its own stand in the box, so it's either you need to have something like this or you need to have a boom arm, which last time we are using the BM88 from FIFINE as well, which is actually very nice. But for now, I wanted to use something different and something that is low profile that I can just push away if I need to. And I think this one will get the job done. It's got a heavy metal base that doesn't slide or tip over and can carry heavier mics like the Tank 6 with no problem. This would be good in filming product B-rolls and voiceovers with no boom arms blocking the frame. If you want a simple, reliable stand for your mic, this is a great choice, especially now that it's discounted for Black Friday. And finally, the FIFINE D6 Stream Deck, probably the most underrated piece of the setup. Let's see what we get inside the box. So for the D6, of course, we have our manual. And the Stream Deck itself. And I like that the buttons are actually covered with plastic. That actually keeps them from getting scratched while in transit or, just doing the unpacking. And of course, we have the USB cable in the box as well. This little control pad, if I set this up correctly, will be able to let me switch my OBS scenes, mute my mic, trigger some sound effects, or even adjust my audio levels, all at a tap. Oh, and it can even switch my cameras if I need to. It's basically my production control center on one hand. It's plug and play, and it's super responsive, and the RGB lighting on the side actually helps when it's very late at night and I'm still doing some editing. For creators who multitask, editing, streaming, recording, this makes your life so much easier. And the fact that this is on sale right now, yeah, this is the time to grab it. So that's the new audio equipment for our new studio, all built with FIFINE gear. The Tank 6, SC8, H8, BS1, and D6 all work together in order to create a setup that is simple, functional, and professional looking. And since it's Black Friday, this is hands down the best time to pick this up. FIFINE's deals are live right now, and honestly, you're getting pro-level gear for way less than usual. Whether you're building your first studio or upgrading your old one, these are absolute must-picks. I'll leave all the links in the description below. Check them out before the deals expire. Thanks guys for hanging out as I set up my new space. And if you can see right over here, we also have a new desk for our setup. And this is actually a bit of a custom desk. So this is a standing desk, and I will be releasing a video on how we created this desk as well. So keep a lookout on that. And as always, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more creator and gaming setup and tech videos. And I will see you in the next one. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, and happy upgrading. Bye!